What is going on, everybody? I am Colin and welcome back to another edition of Harness Money. And today I wanted to talk about the FAANG stocks. That's Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, Google, and of course I like to throw in Microsoft to that basket. Together, these collection of stocks represents over 20% of the entire stock market. They are market movers. Whenever one of these stocks makes a move up or down, it usually drags the entire market with it. So I wanted to dig into which FAANG stocks is the best buy right now. Which one should you be invested in right now to make money in the next 2 years, 5 years, or 10 years. Let's dig into it. Now, I have had different connections to each one of these companies at different times. We've all used Amazon, we've all used Google, but I actually use Microsoft on an intimate daily basis. I use their email system, I use their Windows, and I use their database products. So I have connections to Microsoft that go back decades. And then I actually worked for Apple. I worked for Apple for several years in one of their stores, and it gave me such an education. I will always be grateful to that company because it just really opened my eyes to, number one, technology and just the power of brand and brand loyalty and what is possible when you get a smart group of people together, what can be accomplished. So I will always have love for Apple, but I think there are certain stocks in this group that are better than others going forward. Now, the thing that sets the FAANG stocks apart from other stocks, I really think, is their vision. They have a big vision for the world. You have Google wanting to be the world information source. You have Facebook wanting to connect every single person in the world on their platform. I mean, they all have big visions, and then they all have different things that they are working on. So Apple is a great example of just diversifying your income. Apple started with the line of computers. They started with the Mac. But today they are all about the iPhone. The iPhone was the hero product for the last 10 years. I think going forward for the next 10 years, it's going to be their services. It's going to be their podcasting. It's going to be the fitness, the health, and then they're supposedly working on an Apple car that will come out at some point. They are so diversifying their income sources that they have lots of different avenues and tentacles that they can use to drive new revenue into the business. That is something that is so great for these large corporations, is that they have all of these different streams of income that are propping up their revenue. But I think that Amazon is still in growth mode. They have only been around for 20 years. They haven't been around very long. So they are still really driving forward, trying to grow that revenue and grow that net income. But if I had to pick just one FAANG stock to hold for the next 10 years, for me, that would be Facebook. Everybody loves to hate on Facebook. It's gotten so much bad press in the past 10 years, going in front of Congress, Mark Zuckerberg, just all the different issues that have come up and cropped up with this company, but it doesn't seem to be stopping this business at all. Facebook has more customers, more users than any other company in the world. That to me is just crazy. It's just a huge, massive number of people that are connected to this one single business. That to me is just the power of Facebook. Why do I like Facebook above the other businesses? Google, Amazon, Microsoft, Apple, they are all over $1 trillion. Actually, some of them are over $2 trillion in market cap, in stock price value. That is very high. That is a high valuation. It makes it more difficult to double or triple your money into the future. When you're at $2 trillion, to go from a $2 trillion market cap to a $4 trillion market cap, that is a lot more difficult than to go from a $10 billion market cap to a $20 billion market cap. Now, what the FAANG stocks have going for them is brand name. They have brands and stories unlike any other business on earth. Brand name can help with the average consumer, but it can also help with stock price. People are paying more close attention to the stock, to the GOOG symbol, rather than, I would say, something like a leg and Platt. People are paying more attention to these FAANG stocks than some of these smaller, lesser known cap stocks. And that really helps with driving up valuation with people buying into and out of the stock. People on Wall Street are just like everybody else in that they have biases towards the things that they know versus the things that they don't know. If people don't know a brand name, that means they have to dig in a little bit harder before they make an investment into that business. Right now, the market cap for Facebook is about $800 billion. It has not reached that 1 trillion. So I still think they can double or triple that price, that market cap over time in the next 10 years. The other thing is that their revenue is not as high as a Google or an Amazon or even an Apple. With those businesses have over $100 billion in top line revenue. That's not even net income. That doesn't even include net income. Facebook isn't there yet. I really do believe that they are still in growth mode. They are still acquiring new customers, new users, but more than that, they're really figuring out what is their core business model. Their core business model has always been advertising, but there are other avenues that I think they could still explore. I think that the virtual reality is an avenue, which is also their gaming system, their entertainment with the watch platform trying to kind of rival YouTube, and then also the biggest in my opinion is shopping, e-commerce, taking on the Shopifys of the world, taking on the Amazons of the world. I think they have just scratched the surface when it comes to shopping on Facebook. There are so many avenues that they have yet to explore and really capitalize on to drive that revenue up. Right now, Facebook is the stock to buy. It's still under $1 trillion and the revenue is going to increase by double digits in the coming years. It's been increasing at a fast clip already, but I believe that that will continue in the coming years. You don't need to do anything special with this stock in order to make money. You literally just buy and hold for the future. Buy as much as you can and just hold it for the next 5 years and you will build wealth. Thank you for watching this video. I am Colin and this is Harness Money. Don't forget to hit that like button and remember, make good money choices. Till next time.